Minutes, please. Yeah, give me 20 minutes, please. Alright, so we're going to be understanding salaries for this particular franchise in Extreme. This goes for Extreme League. It's going to go for this league. I want to use DR for a second, though, to explain what I'm talking about. So, as it pertains to re-signing your players, okay, I'm trying to, so if you come across a situation similar to this, where you have to re-sign, like this guy, King Tut's who I'm trying to get, he's not interested, right? Now if I go to negotiate here, we'll see on the left where my cap room is going forward, right? But I can't sign him, but I want to be able to franchise tag him, right? But sometimes when you trade players, there's penalties on the caps, right? So we're going to go to salaries. Alright, so you'll see on the top there's your cap space on the left, your salaries is underneath it. On the top is your 2024 cap penalty, and it's the 2025 cap penalty next to it. Now you'll see that I have 16 million in cap space, but when I was trying to re-sign players, there was only 12 million. If the 2025 cap penalty, if the 2025 cap penalty, which I currently have a 45.9 cap penalty towards 2025, if that wasn't there, that $45 million would go towards re-signing players. So add that on to the 12 million I have, right? So that cap space that you have there is not the we go to salaries. The current cap space underneath 2024 cap penalties, the cap space, that does not reflect on who you're re-signing. That doesn't go. That goes towards your cap this year. So when you go to ready to negotiate and you go into here, this is really the only, when you're negotiating contracts, this salary, this cap room, and the offer here, this is really the best look you get into how much salary cap you have going into next year. So if that 46 million penalty wasn't there, I would have 44. I would have that much more million, 40 more million on my cap room on the top. That would go towards Chandler Jones' contract if I wanted to re-sign him. Okay. Now here lies the issue in this league. So we're gonna go to Extreme now. So make it try to get you to understand what we're talking about. If you you have to pay attention to this throughout the year, because once you get to the off season, there's nothing I can do to help you. Okay. Now let's say, for instance, you go here. So I clear cap penalties throughout the year, right? I clear everybody's cap penalties before key advances. I make sure I do that. I try to do the best I can to make sure I do it every week. Okay. So you'll see here I have 80. It says I have 83 million cap space. So what you're going to need to do is pay attention to your cap room. All right, and if you're unable to like, you can only get one franchise tag, right? Like, let's say Deebo Samuel doesn't want to sign, but I want to sign him, and I don't know for sure if I'm going to franchise tag him because my penalties towards next year is affecting it. Right? Say I only got 8 million. So you can go here, you can filter out how many years are remaining on your players, right? And how much they cost. You can go over to 2024, look at how much a player costs that specific year. You have to keep your eye on this stuff throughout the year. So you can go here and see so 2 years. I look at people with 2 years remaining a lot. That way I know who I'm going to have to re-sign next year. What I'm saying is, in this particular league, if you're able, you gotta be able to predetermine whether or not you're going to be able to re-sign someone based off of your salaries, right? Like, let's say if all you had was 50 minus a 2024 cap penalty, and that 2024 cap penalty is preventing you from franchise tagging someone that you would be able to have if it weren't there. I need to see your salaries, and then and it's possible I'm going to want to see how much money your player is already making. And then I'm also going to want to look at this stuff right here. I don't need to see all of it. I just need to see an example of a person's contract. You just go to somebody for an example, because all I'm really interested in is looking at your cap room for next year. Okay? So, and it's important for me to know how much cap room you got from next year by looking at a player's contract. It doesn't matter. It shows the cap as you see right here. I need to see that cap room. I need to see how much money that player makes that single year. And I need so really I need that, and then I need a picture of your salaries. All right? So you need to be on top of your contracts and your salaries throughout the year. That way when the off season comes and you're not able to franchise tag someone, or you're not able to re-sign somebody because your 2024 cap penalty is affecting it, you have to let me know before the season is over whether or not you know what I'm saying, because if we wait till the last minute, I'm not going to be able to help you out, because Madden's going to let him go to free agency. So you only get one franchise tag. If you have the money, you can get him franchise tagged, but I have to know whether or not you have the money by the picture of your salaries, and I need to look at a player's contract. It doesn't matter which player, we just go to any random player, and we can see, you just go to that, and then where it says proposed contract, I can look at your cap room based off of that. Because I can clear this year's cap penalties, but I can't clear next year's cap penalties until the next year comes. By the time the next year comes, it's going to have that 1 week where you don't have any money, because it takes a week for your cleared cap penalties to go away. So if you have any questions, please directly message me and ask me about them. Thank you.